The final round was supposed to deliver unforgettable golf. Fans packed the fairways early, television crews prepared for dramatic finishes, and players were ready to battle for every shot. Instead, something completely unexpected changed the atmosphere at Detroit Golf Club. Play suddenly stopped, confusion spread across the course, and thousands of spectators were left asking the same question. What exactly was happening? For several tense moments, almost nobody outside the tournament officials seemed to have a clear answer. Social media exploded with speculation, television commentators searched for updates, and fans watching from home wondered whether they were witnessing one of the strangest moments of the season. At first, many believed the interruption would last only a few minutes. Players remained calm, chatting with their caddies while officials gathered near scoring areas and tournament headquarters. Volunteers continued directing spectators, but there was a noticeable sense of uncertainty everywhere. Conversations quickly shifted from who might win the tournament to why the competition had suddenly come to a halt. Every minute without an official explanation only increased the mystery, giving fans more reasons to speculate about what had forced such an unexpected delay. Those inside the ropes tried to stay focused despite the unusual circumstances. Golfers know that maintaining rhythm is one of the most important parts of competing at the highest level. A long delay can completely change a player's momentum, especially if someone has just made several birdies or built confidence with a series of excellent shots. Standing around and waiting is often more mentally exhausting than actually playing. Every competitor had to remain patient while wondering how long it would be before they could return to the course. The delay also created challenges for caddies, whose responsibilities extend far beyond carrying golf bags. They worked with players to stay loose, discussed strategy for upcoming holes, and made sure their golfers remained mentally prepared. Even though nobody wanted the interruption, experienced caddies understood that staying relaxed could become an important advantage once play eventually resumed. In professional golf, tournaments are often decided by tiny margins, and handling unexpected situations better than your competitors can make all the difference. Fans around the course reacted in different ways. Some remained optimistic, believing officials were simply taking extra precautions before allowing play to continue. Others became increasingly frustrated as time passed without detailed updates. Many spectators had traveled long distances, purchased expensive tickets, and waited all week for the final round. Naturally, they wanted answers. Phones appeared everywhere as people searched online for information, refreshed tournament updates, and shared their own theories about the mysterious pause. Viewers watching from home experienced similar frustration. Broadcasters did their best to fill airtime by reviewing earlier highlights, discussing leaderboard scenarios, and analyzing player performances throughout the week. However, everyone knew that the biggest story was no longer the golf itself. The unexpected interruption had become the headline. Every new camera shot of idle players or waiting officials only reminded audiences that something unusual was happening behind the scenes. One reason the situation attracted so much attention was because professional golf tournaments are carefully organized events with detailed schedules and contingency plans. Delays certainly happen from time to time, but they are usually easy to understand. Heavy rain, dangerous lightning, or extreme weather conditions typically provide obvious explanations. In this case, however, the circumstances initially appeared far less clear. That uncertainty allowed rumors to spread rapidly across social media, where countless theories began circulating within minutes. Some online users suggested weather concerns might be developing nearby, even if conditions looked relatively calm from certain television cameras. Others wondered whether there had been a security issue somewhere on the property. A few speculated about possible medical emergencies or logistical challenges involving tournament operations. Without confirmed information, every possibility seemed to gain attention. This demonstrated just how quickly speculation can overtake facts during major sporting events in today's digital world. Players themselves generally avoided joining the speculation. Professionals understand the importance of allowing tournament officials to manage situations without creating unnecessary distractions. Instead of discussing rumors publicly, many focused on staying physically ready. Some stretched quietly near practice areas. Others practiced gentle swings to remain loose, while several simply sat down with their teams and waited patiently for instructions. Maintaining emotional control during uncertain moments is part of competing at the highest level, and every player understood that losing focus could prove costly once competition restarted. Tournament officials, meanwhile, face the difficult task of balancing transparency with responsibility. Providing information too early before every detail is confirmed can create confusion, while saying too little often increases public frustration. Finding that balance during unexpected situations is never easy, especially when thousands of spectators and millions of television viewers are demanding immediate explanations. Every decision made behind the scenes had to prioritize player safety, tournament integrity, and the overall experience for everyone involved. As the delay continued, conversations naturally shifted toward how the interruption could influence the leaderboard. Golfers protecting narrow leads often prefer to keep playing while their confidence is high. Chasing players, on the other hand, sometimes benefit from an extended break that allows them to reset mentally and rethink strategy. What initially appeared to be a simple delay was slowly becoming a factor that might actually shape the outcome of the entire tournament. History has shown that unusual interruptions sometimes become defining moments in professional golf. There have been tournaments where weather delays completely changed momentum, giving struggling players fresh opportunities while disrupting competitors who had been dominating earlier in the day. Because of that history, analysts began discussing which golfers might benefit most once play resumed. Every player would return under identical conditions, but not everyone would respond the same way mentally. Throughout the course, volunteers continued performing their duties despite the uncertainty. Marshals guided spectators, hospitality staff assisted guests, and tournament workers coordinated with officials to ensure everything would be ready whenever competition resumed. While television cameras focused mainly on players, hundreds of people behind the scenes worked tirelessly to keep the event operating smoothly despite the unexpected disruption. Perhaps the most remarkable part of the entire situation was how quickly the focus of the tournament shifted. Only an hour earlier, conversations centered on birdies, championship pressure, and possible winners. Suddenly, none of those topics mattered as much as understanding why one of the biggest days of the week had been interrupted. The mysterious delay transformed an ordinary Sunday finish into a story that reached far beyond the leaderboard, leaving golf fans everywhere eagerly waiting for the answers they hoped would soon arrive. As officials finally prepared to provide more clarity, the atmosphere around Detroit Golf Club slowly began to settle. Players refocused on the challenge ahead, while fans eagerly waited for the action to resume. Although the unexpected delay briefly overshadowed the competition, it also highlighted how quickly uncertainty can capture the attention of the entire golf world. In the end, everyone hoped the tournament would be remembered not for the interruption itself, but for the remarkable finish that was still waiting to unfold.